Well, welcome here, Aquaporin. It's nice to have you. We look forward to hearing your presentation. It's the CEO, Peter Holme Jensen, and Chief Commercial Officer, Matt Boskowski. Welcome here. We're looking forward to the 10-minute introduction. I'll switch your slides, so please let me know when you want me to switch your slide.
Okay, thank you. Should we just start now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm Peter Holme. I will start the presentation, then when we go into a little bit more of the exciting stuff, new products to come, Matt will take over. So I'll do the boring part today, and Matt will do the exciting part.
Thank you.
It's not how it should be, but that's how it is today. For those who have not seen Aquaporin before, let's just start by doing an introduction of Aquaporin at a glance. We are a global water technology company that is headquartered in Lyngby in Denmark, and where we have everything from R&D into production, sales, finance, all supporting functions. What we do in Aquaporin is that we are revolutionizing water purification by really being the only company in the world that takes the cue from nature and reuses the way that nature filtrates water. So the technology we use in Aquaporin is actually the technology that filtrates most water on Earth today and has done so for millions of years. But we are the first company in the world to take this into a more industrial context and reuse nature's way of filtrating water in an industrial context. We focus on three sort of core business areas in our commercialization. That is drinking water, it is industrial water, and it's food and beverage processing. And I'll just dig a little bit further into this when we see our pipeline. The way we go to market is through distributors, it's commercial partnerships, and also direct sales of our products to B2B customers. Next slide, thank you. If we take a look at the Aquaporin's pipeline, we have 5 areas where we are active today. 3 of them where we are commercially active. It is drinking water, where we are looking at drinking water in people's own homes. It is industrial water, where we have a focus on the textile industry and also partly in landfill leachate today. It is in food and beverage, where we are processing water in an entirely new way, where we're working with cold concentration and natural concentration processes. And then we are still in the development phase in water treatment and medical devices, primarily being hemodialysis, and also in desalination of seawater, where we have a close collaboration with the Singaporean government, where we have a co-sponsored project going on, where we expect to be piloting the Aquaporin Inside technology in desalination of seawater in 2024. If we dig a little bit further into what we do in our pipeline, then let's take a look at the next slide. What we have in the market today is in drinking water, industrial water, and food and beverage is shown in this slide. And for each of the market, we really have a tailored go-to-market approach in each of these markets. In drinking water, we have our own line of water purifiers. These are powered by the Aquaporin Inside technology. Therefore, they all have integrated the drinking water RO membranes that we have developed specifically for producing clean and healthy drinking water. This is what is on the market today in drinking water. And in a short while, Matt will introduce a couple of new products to come. So the first sort of sneak preview of these products. In industrial water, we're working with both forward osmosis, wastewater dewatering processes by extracting water out of wastewater streams, thereby reducing the volumes. And we are also piloting our brackish water reverse osmosis membrane in large scale today. The same goes for food and beverage, where we're also working twofold, both with forward osmosis in cold concentration processes, where we can work with the extraction of water from food and beverage products in an entirely new way, and also with our brackish water RO membranes, where we have a global partnership with one of the leading players within food and beverage. What we would like to show you today is the first sneak peek of some drinking water products to come, and this is where Matt will take over. Next slide, thank you.
Thank you, Peter. So today you see this is a sneak preview of introducing the Builtin kitchen water bar. I think before we go into the details of the unit itself, I think our strategy in drinking water is, just to remind the audience here, is really about design, about water filtered by nature, and Scandinavian water quality. And we believe that this built-in kitchen water bar embodies these qualities. And I think you can all attest that the design of this unit that you see here on the slide is actually quite fantastic in my opinion, and we're very proud of this unit. So this is a development that we have been working on for quite some time. So this is a little sneak preview that you get here. Could you please go to the next? Oh, sorry. Next slide, please.
Next slide, please.
So right now on our side, we're still seeing the built-in kitchen water bar slide. I'm not sure if the slides are changing on your side.
It's been changed. Keep going, please. This one?
Let's just go on and talk about the features in the building.
Yeah, so I can't really see the slides that you're flipping to, but I think what I'd like to mention is maybe if you're on the slide that follows the nice kind of green design slide, there's some features that are illustrated here. So this built-in kitchen water bar has the features of providing it provides reverse osmosis water, and I think that's probably the main underlying feature. And that reverse osmosis, the previous slide, the one with the cups and everything. So that water is then filtered into ambient water, cold water, sparkling water, hot water, basically at 98 degrees Celsius coming out of a boiler, and it can also make ice cubes. Could you go to the next slide, please? So the built-in kitchen water bar, as you can see on the right-hand side here, is really a cube. And this is important because this cube is actually what allows us to use it in the kitchen, and it also allows us to use it as in a different product that we're also going to be discussing today. One of the features that I think is really important here to mention is it's the Wi-Fi connectivity, and that it's ready to be used in a water as a service context. This means that we can see how much water is consumed. We can see how the unit is performing over time, and that allows us to think of different types of business models in which we can use this particular water unit. So the kitchen water bar is targeted at kitchen manufacturers. It's going to be made available through those channels. But then if you flip to the next slide, you can also see this unit being used in a very different setting, which is in the corporate water bar. And this is where the water as a service and connectivity really becomes key, because that allows us to think of business models that are potentially shifted from a capex to an opex type of business model with our customers, which means that there is very little upfront investment from their end. And so we are in discussions to validate some of the assumptions in this market. But again, you can see the Danish design, you can see the concept of water filtered by nature and Scandinavian water quality being communicated through that product. Could you please go to the next slide? So one of the advantages of it as well is that us at Aquaporin, being a sustainability-driven company, we wanted to make sure that this product is also also translates some of those qualities and some of those aspirations that we have and some of the visions that we have as a company. So you can see it being equipped with drawers, it's being equipped with storage cabinets, which means that it's designed to promote the use of reusable cups, utensils, and materials. So we want offices to continue the trend and moving away from paper cups, from water bottles, from plastic bottles, and so on, because it has a really negative impact on the environment. And this, of course, will align with our values. In addition, this unit is designed by Danish designers. It is employing people local here in Denmark. And so we are really putting a lot of effort to ensure that it really aligns with our vision and our sustainability goals. Could you go to the next slide, please? And here you see some of the options that we have. So the unit will be offered in a premium design, which you can see with the wood panels, or a powdered coated steel design, which is really our standard design. And again, the connectivity is really what makes this unit quite unique. In addition to the fact that it has reverse osmosis aquaporin inside membrane in it, which ensures that it delivers water that is free of viruses, free of bacteria, of pesticides, and other materials that could be damaging to human health if they're being drank. To conclude on the next slide, you see our new product brand, the Aquaporin Inside logo, and you will see a lot more of that on our products. You'll see a lot more of it on our webpage, and of course on different types of webinars. This is really what we're going to be pushing, that every one of our products reflects that it has the Aquaporin Inside technology. So we'll close it here and we'll open it up for some questions. And I see there's some that are already coming up on the chat.
Very interesting new products. Looking forward to that. In H.C. Andersen, I can tell you. Just there will be a lot of questions about your selling strategy, I think, because obviously it's all about sales. You are still a young company. You wanna conquer the world. So maybe you can sort of dig into the selling strategy. There's a concrete question here about your reselling strategy in Denmark. Perhaps you can address that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the drinking water side, we really have 3 different types of products. We have membranes, flat sheet, and purifiers. And now we're actually going to have the kitchen units as well. So we do have a bit of a different strategy for each one of these. For the products, such as the point of use, we are targeting either stores that have very large distribution networks and who have a strategy to enter or to be in the purifier market. We're also targeting OEMs who want to differentiate themselves by having the Aquaporin Inside brand. So this is how we are going to be targeting for the point of use systems. For the kitchen unit, we are targeting large kitchen manufacturers. And so we are not going to be hiring a very large sales force of people to go push these out to stores. We're actually going to go through kitchen builders that will offer it into the premium, mid to premium kitchen segment. For the water bar, because this is something that is aimed at offices, again, the sales strategy is to go through a channel that allows us to reach a large number of offices. And so in this particular channel, we are looking at the facility management companies and try to understand which contractual entities sell to those facility management companies. And we already have a pretty good list of companies that we are interacting with to ensure that we can push this product through those channels into offices. And so it's actually quite clear from us. And I see there's a question specific to Imerco, and somebody's asking if
Yes.
If this is or they're asking us if this is the right channel. I think Imerco is one channel through which we initially positioned the Zero product. I think in the future we are looking also at channels that have large distribution areas in specific countries, and with whom we can either do some co-branding or with whom we can do some almost product co-creation. So somebody can take the Zero if they want to label it with their own brand, and if we can have Aquaporin Inside on it, that's going to be our strategy. And it's really important because we need those companies to stand behind the brand, and by having them put their own brand onto the product, this basically means that they're committing a marketing budget, they're committing people, they're committing floor space, and so this creates a platform in which we can also then invest our own marketing resources to drive the growth of the product in those specific countries or in those specific channels where this product is going to be under such an agreement. Okay,
cool. And perhaps one for Peter here. Peter, you recently you appeared in TV2. Is that the benefit of being stock listed now? I guess the question comes with your stock listing and recent stock listing. What has that meant also in your selling strategy?
I think it has enabled us to gear up and really focus on 3 commercial waves that we have in our strategy. The first one, as you have been introduced to today, is the commercial wave of drinking water products to come. Then the second wave will be industrial water. The third one will be food and beverage. I think that has really enabled us to get the right organization for this and to secure that we can continue this build up of the commercial organization. I would say in terms of getting a little bit more awareness in Denmark, and being on the stock exchange, I'm sure that creates some awareness. I think for us as a company, I think the most interesting and important thing of getting a bit of publicity like T2 Lorry is actually a lot about employer branding. Every time we have communications like this, we get a small wave of new potential applications from future employees. So I think that's actually what we get out of it the most. As some of the products also relate to here, Ymerco, etc. I think it's sure that our products, these are global products. So Denmark is a small market for our products, and that's also why what we are really aiming for in this partnership that Matt talks about, both within the kitchen segment and also for the corporate water bar, it is global partnerships.
Sure.
But yes, it creates.
So employer branding is the most benefit from that, at least.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your introduction. If you want to learn more, I guess there's a lot of more information on your website. So if you can live with that. So thank you for now. Pleasure to see you, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good to be here.